I've known Bill for 10 plus years. I've known him, fighting in the trenches for public schools and for public school funding and to fight back budget cutbacks. And for me, there is no other candidate that is going to, change the course of the last 12 years and create a fairer and more equitable New York for everybody. Bill, there was never any choice in my mind.
The subtle charms of Anthony Weiner haven't appealed to you?
Not so far.
Yeah.
Not so far. Not so far.
Don't hold your breath, Piers.
No, I feel like in a race that's been marked by scandal and really small ideas. In Bill de Blasio, we have a guy with big ideas who's a real game changer, and I think that New Yorkers, that's what they're reacting to, and it's so welcome and it's so overdue.
Now, we've got a great clip here. This is from your daughter bragging about you. Let's watch this.
I'm so happy that I get to work with my dad and the rest of my family on this campaign because, it'd be one thing if I just thought he was like some boring white guy who just didn't know what he was talking about. But he truly, he cares about everybody in the city, every different type of person, rich, poor, black, white, blue, whatever. And, that's what we really need.
I'm Bill de Blasio, and I'm not a boring white guy.
I've got to say, Bill, I absolutely love your daughter. I thought that was fantastic.
Thank you. She's got a lot of charm, and she just tells it like it is. And that was a very sweet moment. It was a room full of young progressives, and I was so proud of her. I was just so proud of her. And she and my son Dante are playing a really big role in this campaign. And there's Dante in the background with the rather prominent hair. And, I think people love it. They love seeing a family together representing, the kind of changes we need in this city, a city that actually would be inclusive of everyone again.
Now, Cynthia, tell me why Bill's not a boring white guy.
Why is Bill not a boring white guy? He's a real profound thinker. All the issues that he really cares about and that he really speaks out on, he's not a Johnny-come-lately to them. There are issues he's been working on in some cases for decades, and he is the only person running who has the guts to go out there and say, we need to have a small tax on the rich so we can provide universal full-day pre-K for every 4-year-old in New York City, which I think will make such an impact on the city and the education system as a whole. And as a public school parent, that just means worlds to me.
And Bill, let's flip forward, say, 5-6 years. You've been mayor of New York and all been going swimmingly. You've pushed through your agenda. What are the things you would like to have achieved most? So give me the top 3.
Yeah, Piers, right now I think the issue in this city is the inequality that is really, unfortunately, fundamentally affecting people all over the city. And so I always say we're living a tale of two cities right now, where some are doing very well and a lot of New Yorkers are struggling. So my number one hope is after 4 years to have fundamentally addressed the inequality issue, the tax on the wealthy, to start to fix our schools, for example. Paid sick leave. Here's an area where hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers have no paid sick days, and the city has the power to pass local legislation that would achieve that. And then finally, stop and frisk. I mean, let's face it, we've had 2 systems of policing in this city in recent years. They're separate and unequal. Different neighborhoods treated very, very differently. And that's created a rift between police and community that's made it harder to protect public safety in the long run, and obviously been found unconstitutional in this last week by a federal judge. So I want to say at the end of 4 years that we've actually brought police and community back together and that we've respected the Constitution.